Someone can ruin your whole day in one sentence, right? They say it at 10 a.m. and you're still replaying it in the shower at night, arguing with an imaginary version of them and absolutely destroying them in your head. Here's the uncomfortable part. The emotional hit from that moment was real. But the part that lasts all day? That's you accidentally keeping it alive. Not because you're weak, because nobody ever taught you how anger actually works. Let's fix that. When something triggers you, your body dumps stress chemicals, your heart rate jumps, your muscles tighten. That surge is intense, but it's short. Psychology suggests it naturally starts to fade in around a minute or so, unless your mind jumps in, hits replay, and turns one moment into a 12-episode season. Did they really just say that? I should have said this. I bet they'll do it again. That's the loop that makes it feel like you're an angry person instead of a person having a wave of emotion. Before we go further, I'm actually curious. In conflict, are you more the explode and it's over in 5 minutes type, or the silent, smiling, low-key furious for 3 days type? Drop it in the comments because those two watch the same video very differently. The people who seem like they never get angry or bothered still feel that first wave. They've just trained themselves not to build a house inside it. One thing they do differently, they treat anger as a body event, not a personality. When something hits, they notice, okay, heat in my chest, jaw tightening, energy spiking. They let their body ride that wave instead of instantly texting, posting, or snapping back. Studies often find that just naming what you feel reduces its grip. The upside is emotional freedom. The downside is people may assume you don't care, when in reality, you're just not performing your anger anymore. Another quiet skill, they stop giving other people the remote control to their mood. Most of us say, you made me so angry, but nobody can press a button that isn't already wired in. A stranger's comment lands harder when it hits an old bruise. Not feeling respected, not feeling enough, not feeling safe. Calm people notice, wow, that hit something old in me. That's confronting because you can't just blame them, but it's also where your power comes back. They're also suspicious of anger itself, not in an anger is bad way, but in a what are you covering for way. You yell because your friend canceled, but underneath is I don't feel important to you. You snap at your partner about the dishes, but underneath is I feel taken for granted. Psychology suggests anger often sits on top of hurt, fear, or shame. When you can say the real thing, I felt small when you said that, you get connection instead of another argument. It's more exposed, sure, but it actually fixes things. Then there's the mental distance thing. Instead of becoming the thought, she disrespected me, they notice, my brain is currently telling me she disrespected me. That tiny bit of space lets them ask, is that the only possible story? Maybe the person was tired. Maybe they were thoughtless, but not malicious. This isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about not letting your first interpretation run your entire nervous system. The risk is you can overthink and minimize your own feelings. So the balance is validate the feeling, question the story. And here's the part nobody talks about. People who are rarely bothered almost always have boundaries that look boring from the outside. They leave group chats that are constant drama. They say, I'm not talking about this while we're both heated. Let's pause. They limit how long they let certain people vent to them. It can make them seem cold or too calm or like they don't care enough. Inside, they care a lot. They just refuse to sacrifice their peace to prove it. There's a tension here. You want deep connection, but you also want your nervous system to stop living on high alert. You want to be the kind, patient one, but you're tired of being the emotional trash can for everyone else. Being unbothered isn't about shutting that down. It's about caring without letting every wave knock you over. At a deeper level, this is a philosophy. You don't control other people. You control what you amplify and what you release. Life will keep sending you similar personalities, rude boss, dismissive friend, defensive partner, until you stop reacting the same way and start responding from a different place. So no, the goal isn't to never feel angry. The goal is to stop renting your whole day out to someone else's moment, to feel the wave, get the message underneath it, and then choose what kind of person you want to be in that scene. If this felt weirdly accurate, you're probably not the only one in your life who needs to hear it. If you want more videos that explain your brain in plain language, hit subscribe and stick around.